Hey everyone, it's Dr. Dickinson, and I just got back from working with the sixth grade class. It is just so much fun to get back in the classroom and work with the students and work on some of different strategies and ways to teach mathematics. So we got to do a 3-acts math task today, working with Graham Fletchy's video on dividing fractions and getting the kids to think algebraically about what that would look like. So there was a balance scale, and on one side of the balance scale was an apple that was about 5 1/4 ounces. And then on the other side of the balance scale were some cubes. And I actually don't have any cubes on me right now, but I would have some. And the kids had to determine how many cubes they would need to put on the other side of the balance scale to make the balance scale equal. And so it really brought in the idea of thinking about what an algebraic equation represents and how it can relate to real life. And also getting them to think intuitively. We talked a lot about what it means to think intuitively and what it means to estimate. And as an elementary teacher, we do a lot of opportunities for kids to estimate, estimation stations and, marbles in jars, and having the kids just try to think intuitively about math. We need to bring that into the secondary classroom as well. So really great, opportunity for the kids. And we also talked about just real life application of algebra. And so I shared with them an experience about my daughter wanting to know how old her brother would be when she was 10 years old. And so we found the constant that her brother is always going to be 4 years older than her. And so we wrote that as an equation. So when she's 10, he's 14. When she was born, he was 4. And getting kids to think algebraically. And then one student had shared that her mom was 48. And then having her write an equation to represent that her mom would always be 4 times older than her. And so kids getting to understand where and how you would use operations in the context of writing algebraic equations. And so they were able to do that as well. And then we went on to an app that I love. If you haven't checked it out, it's called Solve Me Mobiles. And it's just a digital game. The kids see different mobiles, and it helps them think algebraically, where they have to keep the mobile balanced and determine what is the value of each shape in the mobile. And they just had so much fun, and I got to go around and work with them. And, I think for me, the highlight was just giving them some positive feedback and seeing the kids' faces when I just told them, how impressed I was with them and how well they were doing, and how quick they were, and just, things to just boost their confidence in math. And so just giving them opportunity, like we talked about in teaching outside the box, to have some structured activities. So we're doing some scaffolding, and you're creating an open-ended task, like in the 3-acts math task, and you're letting every response have value and letting everyone be a participant in the classroom discussion. And then moving into some unstructured time where kids are able to challenge themselves. And with the Solve Me mobiles, they were working at whatever they felt comfortable with, but they were also recording their equations that they were seeing visually in the mobiles. And so for me as a teacher, that was giving me some insight in terms of what they felt about themselves as a math learner, and also where they felt confident. So I knew, like, in terms of their ZPD, where I want to go next with them. So great opportunities to integrate, open-ended tasks with the 3-acts math task, to video-based word problem, as well as digital tools such as Solve Me mobiles, which are more on the line of like unstructured math activities, like I shared. And just providing that space for kids to just have fun with math. And they were having fun and able to make some real life connections. And that's what teaching math is. We want to get the kids into that space, so that way when we're teaching rules and procedures, which are also essential, they have some buy-in. They're able to make those connections, and they're able to see why it works, not just it works because you're telling them it works and that they need to write it down and memorize the rules. All right, so that is all I have for today. And if you're out there teaching, I hope you had an awesome time. Make sure that you're reflecting and thinking about some positive experiences that you had in the classroom, students that you got to work with, students that you got to see, get excited about what you're doing and what you're teaching, and just having fun. All right, next time we'll see you soon. Hopefully we'll get me live in the classroom. Bye.